Good morning, kindergarten class. This is Scarlet and the Starlets, and she has 9 puppies. And right now they're eating over here, and then we have 2 over here. We have Gronk, and we have Merle. This is Gronk, named after a Patriots football player, and this is Merle. And we have sleeping over here, I believe, we have Sophia. And then we have Bing. I hope I get it right.
Show them the rear end.
We have Bing. We have Vivian. We have Audrey that has a little... No, wait, I did it wrong. What did I do?
I think that's...
This is Audrey.
Turn her around.
Audrey has a little elephant face on her butt. Bing has a little dot. Vivian has 3 dots. And Sophia has a bunch of dots. And the black one is May, named after Mae West, who you don't have a clue who that is, but you can ask your parents. Okay. And we have Clark. Clark is the Harl. See? He's white with black. And I'll show you Vivian. This is Vivian with the dots on her bottom. I showed you Gronk and I showed you Ava. Merle, I mean, I'm sorry. This is Ava. See how pretty she is? And who else do we have? So I showed you Vivian, Bing. Bing has he's named after Bing Crosby. Bing Crosby. One of those. Ask your parents. And he has the black on the back and a little black on his butt. And let's see. His eyes aren't quite as open as some of the others. Let me find one that has some good eyes. Oh, and look what we have. That's Ava. And she's walking. And let me pull May out, because May has some nice eyes. Let's see if we can see May's eyes. Let me see if she's looking. I want to hold on to her tight. We always hold on to the puppies tight. You might be able to see her eyes. I'm not sure, because she's got good eyes that are pretty wide open, if you can see those. Okay. So now the puppies are nursing, and then they're going to fall asleep. And in another week, they're going to be running around, and we're not going to be able to keep up with them. And our job in here is to make sure that Scarlet doesn't squish the pups when she moves. So we have to make sure that they're out from under her arms, and her legs and her paws, and that when she goes out and she comes back, we know where they are before she sits down. And these puppies are going to grow up to be service dogs. And they're going to help people that have problems walking. And if their person that they become paired with is walking and they fall, then they'll help brace them when they get up. And Great Danes are very loyal dogs. And that's why they're good to be service dogs, because they love their owners and they stay with them 24/7, and they help them with their problems with walking and all the balance issues they may have. And they go to be service dogs after they're a year old, between a year and 2 years. Some go when they're 2. Ethel, I think, is almost 2, and she's with her human that she's going to go home with, and she is learning how to pull a wheelchair. So Ethel's going to be pulling a wheelchair. And these dogs will grow up down at the barn, and they'll come in the house, and they'll go in the other kennels, and then they go out during the day, and they practice with Megan and Katie and other people They go for walks with their leashes on, and they learn to not be afraid of loud noises, and they learn how to go in elevators and up escalators and on trains and planes, and not to be afraid of loud noises. And they learn all those things, and we practice, 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 practice. Every day they have school. They are in school every day. And then we get reports from the people that they go home with, and we find out how well they're doing and how much they're helping them in their lives and how much better their lives are, because now they don't need to use a cane or a walker or have someone help them. A lot of the people that get dogs, sometimes their family members have to spend a lot of their time at home taking care of them, but with the dogs they don't have to, because the dogs help them. And not only do the dogs help them if they cannot walk well or they need help with balance, but they become their best friends. And sometimes all somebody needs is a happy best friend that licks their face every morning and says hello and helps them through their day. And Scarlett is a great mother. This is her second litter. And her first litter, she has George. And George lives with Bella. And Bella has balance issues, and she is 9 years old. And George weighs almost 4 times what well, 3 times what she weighs, let's say that. He's a big boy. And he goes to school with her, and he helps her with her books, and he helps her in the cafeteria, and he goes to the doctor with her, and he sleeps in her room with her, and he spends every day with her. And he's her best friend now. And Scarlett spends her time now cleaning up after the puppies and making sure that they stay healthy and happy until she goes home. And she's probably going to go home in a couple of weeks. The mothers usually go home 1 month or more after they have the puppies. And we make sure before she goes home that the puppies can eat their puppy food mixed with goat's milk in the blender. They can eat that. We call that gruel. And we make sure that they can get enough food and water on their own before we send her home. And so for right now, she is sometimes a little bored, but she's able to go outside. Scarlett is able to go outside and take breaks and play with the other dogs on the farm. And that may be all I have. I couldn't make them make any noise. I'm sorry. They're being good right now. Who? And this morning we actually tried to trim their nails, and I didn't get too far along because I have a hard time seeing. But we have to trim their nails shortly so when they nurse they don't scratch up her belly. We did trim them once, but they grow very fast. When they're born between usually around 1 pound, give or take. And then right now, I believe all of them, we weighed them 2 days ago, and they were all 3 pounds or over and very close to 3 pounds. So they're gaining a lot of weight. And it's just in time for spring because you'll be able to watch them playing out on the Puppy Hill camera in another few weeks while we prepare for another litter we should probably have in a couple months or so. And we also have 4 puppies coming over from Amsterdam. And they'll be a little older, but they'll be in the house sometimes so that folks can see them on the camera and we can see how they are health-wise and temperament-wise. And so my job is really hard. I get to sit and play with puppies all day or all night. And if you come to Massachusetts, you need to come. If you're not from Mass, I don't know where you're from, you need to come and say hello.